What are credit cards? Gorilla Bobo pays for the bananas he buys using leaves. Bobo eats the banana he bought immediately. Bobo is very happy with his life. The gorilla wants to buy more bananas, but he doesn't have any more leaves to pay for them. And exactly at this moment, Bobo uses a leaf credit card. This card allows Bobo to buy the bananas now and pay for them later. Bobo is borrowing leaves from the gorilla bank. How do credit cards work? The gorilla uses the leaf credit card to buy bananas without giving leaves, and the gorilla bank pays for those bananas. The gorilla now owes those leaves to the bank. The gorilla has exactly 1 month to pay these leaves back. If the gorilla pays the leaves back to the gorilla bank on time, there is no problem. If he doesn't, in this video we will talk about that. How to get a credit card. First, the gorilla goes to the gorilla bank to get a leaf credit card. But the gorilla bank does not give leaf credit cards to all gorillas. The gorilla has to show the bank that he regularly makes his other leaf payments, meaning he pays back the leaves he borrows, and he does this on time. All this information goes into a single pool called a credit score. This is a number that gorilla banks use to understand whether the gorillas who want credit cards will pay back their leaves on time or not. The higher the gorilla's credit score is, the higher the chance of getting a leaf credit card, and the more leaf borrowing limit is allowed. In the US, a credit score above 750 is considered good. A score above 800 is very good. Anything below 580 is not worth a banana, meaning it is not good credit limit. But using a leaf credit card does not allow the gorilla to use unlimited leaves. In fact, most beginner leaf cards only allow the gorilla the right to use 1,500 leaves. But as the gorilla bank trusts the gorilla more, it allows him to borrow more leaves. But why would the gorilla use a credit card instead of using his own money? There are several reasons. Maybe the gorilla is not in a position to buy bananas right now, but over time, he can pay leaves in small amounts to buy bananas. Maybe the gorilla wants to increase his credit score so that gorilla banks give him bigger loans for a car, a house, or something else. Or maybe an urgent and unexpected expense has appeared. The gorilla has to borrow leaves to pay for it. Leaf credit cards are generally safer. If someone steals the gorilla's card, the gorilla's leaves do not go anywhere. The leaf card uses the gorilla bank's leaves. Gorilla banks are usually very fast at preventing thieves from using the gorilla's card. Leaf cards are very secure against fraud and theft. If the gorilla accidentally buys fake bananas, the gorilla bank immediately steps in because the leaves at risk belong to them. But the main reason most gorillas sign up is the rewards. Gorilla banks want gorillas to use their leaf credit cards, so they give them bonuses as rewards. Rewards can be extra leaves, banana points to use in banana markets, banana restaurants, or car rentals, banana miles to use on gorilla flights, or gift cards to use in certain gorilla stores. Most cards give a sign-up bonus. If gorillas spend a certain amount of leaves within the first few months, they earn even more rewards. Different types of credit cards. Different leaf credit cards offer different bonuses and rewards. Some gorillas prefer discounts on daily banana shopping. Some prefer to collect banana points for gorilla flights. Some cards are only for the richest and most elite gorillas. These leaf cards are known to provide free flights, hotels, and restaurant tickets. Because you know, who always needs free stuff? Of course, the rich gorilla. Leaf credit cards sound quite good. The gorilla uses the gorilla bank's leaves and can even get benefits for doing so. It is a win-win situation. What could go wrong? Credit card debt? This is the most problematic truth about leaf cards. This is exactly what happens if the gorilla does not pay the leaves back on time. If the gorilla does not pay back all the leaves he borrowed, the gorilla bank applies extra charges to him. These are called interest rates. Interest simply means the cost of borrowed leaves. This is the price of borrowing leaves. An interest rate is a percentage of the total amount of leaves the gorilla has used and owes. Now give your full attention here. If the gorilla borrows 200 leaves and the interest rate is 10%, the gorilla has to pay 20 leaves as interest in addition to the 200 leaves. That means the gorilla has to pay 220 leaves. Interest rates are only added if the gorilla does not pay back all the leaves he borrowed on time, or if he only pays the minimum leaf amount. Compound interest. Many gorillas get confused about compound interest, usually because it is actually not that interesting. In general, compound interest means that the gorilla bank charges extra fees and interest every day the gorilla doesn't pay his leaf debts. The bank takes a percentage of the gorilla's debt, and this debt grows at that rate every day. Let's break it down. The gorilla borrows and uses 200 leaves from the gorilla bank, with a monthly interest rate of 2%. But after 1 month, the gorilla forgets to pay them back. So the gorilla bank adds 2% of 200, which is 4 leaves, and the gorilla's debt is now 204 leaves. After 2 months, the bank adds 2% of 204, which is 4.08 leaves, and the gorilla's debt is now 208.08 leaves. After 3 months, the bank adds 2% of 208.08, which is 4.16 leaves, and the gorilla's debt is now 212.24 leaves. This amount may seem small to you, but it can grow at a very fast rate. And the more leaves the gorilla borrows, the more interest he has to pay. Remember, this is actually 2% on the gorilla's new debt growing every day, not the original 200 leaves. This is why leaf card debt is a maze that is difficult to escape. Every day the gorilla does not pay leaves, the total debt increases. Basically, by paying only the minimum debt, the gorilla can only avoid additional late fees, but he still has to pay interest. And most of the leaves the gorilla pays go partly to this interest instead of reducing the principal debt, setting up the leaf card and extra fees. To set up the leaf card, the gorilla bank usually charges a setup fee. If gorillas do not pay their leaf debts back on time, the gorilla bank charges these gorillas a late fee. Just to own the leaf card for 1 year, some gorilla banks charge an annual fee for these cards. If the gorilla withdraws leaves from a leaf ATM, fee. If the gorilla uses the card too much, fee. If the gorilla uses the card too little, fee. If the gorilla wants to buy bananas from another gorilla country, fee. If the gorilla wants to buy a gorilla Netflix subscription, fee. No, I don't want cola. I only drink coffee. I don't want money. I actually want to be a gorilla. The police are trying to catch me, but I am in a tree. Because I am a gorilla. My God, damn it. I am sorry. Tips for using credit cards. This is not financial advice. Please do not sue the gorilla. But if the gorilla were to get a credit card, he would keep all this in mind. Credit cards are powerful tools, and great powers require great responsibilities. Credit cards are never free money. The gorilla should always research the APR, the annual percentage rate. This shows the gorilla the annual interest rate and some other interest rates. The gorilla should choose a card, or cards, that give rewards and bonuses on the things he needs most. The gorilla should only spend as many leaves as he can pay back within 1 month. He should not spend more than this. If the gorilla aims to keep his credit score good, he should always make leaf payments without exceeding 30% of his spending limit. The gorilla tracks all his spending completely. The gorilla sets alarms to pay his credit card debt, and always pays back the full amount. Thank you for watching us. The gorilla will still be very surprised when he sees how many gorillas watched and commented on the video. The real gorilla also opened this YouTube channel for those who are interested. Here, there will be videos only on the topics and problems you request, for the solution of all your problems. In all the videos we will publish, we will show how the simple solution possibilities can solve your complex problems. Here is a short look at them. This just doesn't seem right. Why doesn't it seem right? Now I am almost saying, you know what? This is good enough. Also, a portion of the revenue from each video will go toward protecting gorilla species. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like and comment on our videos so we can grow our gorilla family. Gorilla Bobo loves you very much. See you in the next video. Stay with love. And of course, always remember, gorillas are always strong together.